The weather has taken a dramatic turn over the course of lunchtime.
If the next one's crap, don't film it.
No, yeah. Get like lice.
Lice, yeah.
Get lice in the shed. Cows. Right, so we are weighing cows today. This lot we're weighing now are potential fat cows, so if any of these are ready, they can go next time we take a lorry load. I need to do that. I need to finish.
Location.
Finish session, yes. Start session. Then we're off. 632 kilograms. You might not be hanging around too much longer, Count. This one's going anyway, is it?
Yeah. This is our half Devon.
Oh, it is. Yeah, this is
yeah,
courtesy of the neighbour's bull. It's doing a kilo a day. This one with the collar on was a heifer that scanned into twins, but sadly aborted them. She's not hardly doing well. She wouldn't have been weighed.
Yeah, that doesn't really
skewed. But so she'll be fattened.
Apparently, that heifer,
yes,
should make the best beef.
All right.
They say that the best beef comes from a cow heifer.
A cow heifer.
A cow heifer.
That one's doing a kilo a day as well. It's just about to start trying to rain here, which is a bit annoying, but we've only got one little more group there to wait, and then we're going to have our dinner, and then we'll get to the main event after dinner, which is the Techno Boys. If any of you ever watched Farmer Phil, back along he had what was known as his Jersey Boys that they were weighing. So their Jersey bull calves that they were taking up through to fat. And we got the Techno Boys, which are dairy crossbreds. I think most of them are to a Hereford bull. There's a few there to an Angus. This is all homebred stuff here. So these are all stabiliser bulls, or either stabiliser cows, or I think one of them does come from a Hereford. But they're getting to the point where they should be going as fat animals. We've got all the platform cattle to weigh next week, so we're just weighing these to see that if we need to make up a load, we can do. My suspicion is there'll be a full load to go. After lunch as well, I'll show you a bit more about AgriWebb, the app we use to weigh them all. We need to repair our holes.
I think we could run to a new sheet.
New sheet? Yeah.
I think it's proved its worth.
The semi-permanent erection has it's definitely done the job, hasn't it? I like cattle when they're this age because they get used to coming through the crush and they just like stand there waiting. Let me through. Look at that. I've spoken too soon. Big boy.
Do you remember the number of the one that we gave that stuff to?
We gave that stuff to.
Yeah, I'm being
very vague. Oh. Yes, 2277. Is that you? That's her. There. He's big. 630 kilograms. 1.8 kilos a day. This is the one. This animal was really poor. We actually thought she might have had yonis. But she has turned the corner. She's now doing 1.2 kilos a day. What did you give her, that Agus drench?
Yeah, and an injection of something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Basically, she was really low in is it iodine?
Was it selenium? Iodine?
Selenium.
Selenium. Yeah, oh yeah, it was a funny thing. What was it called? The injection. Right, so yeah, we're going to go have lunch. Afterwards, we're going to weigh the Techno Boys, so we'll show you that. I'll show you how AgriWebb works. So we met the team at AgriWebb at Lamma Show this week. They were very helpful. We really like using their app. It's very helpful for us. So I'll show you how that one works. Might be something that some of you are interested in using yourself. Right, now the weather has taken a dramatic turn over the course of lunchtime, so we're going to need a raincoat. But we're going to get the Techno Boys out and we'll start weighing them. Right, so we're at the weigh press. John's just getting the animals across. So we've got our weigh head here, which is a True Test EW7, and we've also got an XR-S2 weigh stick. The two go together very well. What I'm going to do now is set up on my phone a session using the AgriWebb app. So this is what the app looks like. You can download it free from the App Store. You do have to pay a subscription to use it, but I think you can have a free trial to sort of play with it if you want to. So go into AgriWebb, head down the bottom to Livestock, and then we're going to start a live session, which is that one up there. It's going to contain cattle. And then we've set some templates up because that comes in handy, makes it quicker to set up a session. So we go to templates. We want to weigh, and we're also going to put on Dector Spot on these animals. So weigh and Dector Spot. It knows that we're going to put 10 mil on each animal because we used it before. There's the batch of your medicines, that all goes through. You need to put your name in here, so we'll just put Josh. I can't even spell my name right. Put M for the time being. And then connecting hardware, this is where we link ourselves to the devices. So connect new device. It's got all the more common ones on here. Hopefully it will pop up on this screen. There it is, easy weigh. So that is the weigh head, which is that one. It's very important when you connect the weigh head that you turn one on. So you turn on the weigh head, connect that, and then turn on the stick and connect that afterwards. We just do the same again, connect to a device. This time we're going for the S2 or 3 because that's the make of the stick. Normally find it on this menu, there it is there, 3209. So we'll select that. I ended up starting the session because this got stuck on a little loading loop, but that is to do with the stick, that's not to do with the app. So I started the session, but it says there's no hardware connected, so we go and connect hardware. It's got the two bits of equipment here we're using, so this is the stick and this is the weigh head. So we just press connect, successfully connected. Press connect, like so, and then we press close. So that is now ready to scan. So we got 0 on our scale. We've got our stick here. We're on a new session. So we're just ready to scan. So once John's back, we've got one load of animals here. He's getting another load in, and then we're ready to go.
Doing interfering, was he?
Road cow. Just put his head through there. Right. Are we ready? Your first 9778. Hopefully this is a good example.
364 kilograms.
I mean, look at that.
That'll do, isn't it?
364 kilos, 1.3 a day. I've set it so they can go back in there.
Yeah. I still that.
What a good animal. Right, everyone do at least 1.3 a day, please.
If the next one's crap, don't film it.
No, yeah.
297
Kilo.
Kilo. My fault, I forgot to put the jollop on them here, so I'm going jolloping. Jollop administered. Yeah, so they're just getting some Dector Spot.
This one was done, wasn't he?
He's done, yeah. He's friendly, he's my
He's your buddy.
he's my pet one, yeah. I mean, they're all looking fairly even. Go on, there we go. Up. Come on, big man. None of them want to go, and then two want to go at once. Look. Go on. Go on, up. Go on, up. That's that lot done. The last animal's doing 1.2 kilos a day, which is awesome. So we click finish. Click yes, finish session. We'll be able to see later on, I think, an average of the group, but I'm just going to add record and move them. I don't need to know what pen they're in. 8, 7, 6. They are in pen 5 in our beef shed, so beef shed pen 5. Select, save, which is awesome. Close. You can see from the weigh session that I've just done, these are all the animals. Is there any way of telling me? Here we are. Average of 1 kilo a day. That is absolutely perfect. Anyway, we're going to set up a new one. Cattle, templates, stick to spot, start. Right, so that's all ready. Really simple once you've got it set up. The template's how you want them to just start sessions really, really quickly. You could go out there, please, sir. What I might try and do, because I'm sure people will find it interesting, is once we've finished, John's got to go to a meeting. I might try and get the information off the computer and see if there's a difference between the Herefords and the Anguses. So they're all crossbred to British Friesian cows. But just see if there's any difference between the Angus and the Hereford. And what are they getting their Decto spot for? Is it like lice?
Lice, yeah.
Get lice in the shed.
And if we sort of keep it going, he'll come into line when we do it for flies in the summer.
Yes.
These haven't got it. I'm just starting to show signs of it yet. But
no, these have been fairly clean. Yes.
Sorry?
Some of the heifers we did, they had.
Yeah, and the cows I was doing bolusing yesterday.
They got a bit of lice activity.
Yes.
I thought he was going to have my pants down then. $1.2 kilos a day. Some animal. Just goes on there back like so. Goes in the little holder. John said it all ready for him to go out.
Done it.
Now we're on the last group. And there are some big animals in this group. He's the second heaviest so far. 408.
Very odd eyes.
Odd eyes. Got it. Marble. 342. Doing just under a kilo a day. There's also a couple of small ones in this group, which will be interesting to weigh. One of which is this guy. And there's a white one back there as well. The white one looked really, really poor just before Christmas, so it'll be interesting to see how he's growing, along with this one, because he doesn't look too special either.
162 kilograms.
He's doing 618 grams a day, so he's still growing at a good rate.
It's below average.
I don't know what the target is for them. 0.8 is it?
8.8.
Yeah. Come on. Another big lad, 361 kilos. He's doing his 0.8. Aha!
There he is.
Here is the white calf. He looks a lot better than he did. He looked a bit like death warmed up there before Christmas.
He was losing weight, wasn't he?
He was losing weight.
244
Look at that.
kilograms.
1.1 kilos a day. I don't think we actually treated him with anything.
No,
We
he
didn't
just,
any other. We kept saying if you look any worse, we'll give you something.
permanent.
We'll give you something. The first group averaged a kilo a day. 1, 2, that one. Second group averaged 938 grams a day. Third group 791 grams a day. There's a couple smaller ones in there, not doing so well. And the last group 929 grams. So we're aiming for about 0.8 or 800 grams a day growth rate on their ration. So that's absolutely ideal. They're doing above what they should do. And the great thing about AgriWebb is we've done that on our phone. It all goes to the cloud. So in a minute when I go indoors on the computer, all those records we've just done will already be on there. It also means that Bruce or John or Phil or anyone else who wants to look at the records can go on their phone, and every time you open the app it does a sync, and they'll be able to see those records as well as we've done them. And it's just an incredibly simple piece of technology to use. If you saw us on FarmFlex a couple of weeks ago, you will see that we were using a different brand of technology. There was nothing wrong with it. The reason we swapped to AgriWebb is that we want to use one piece of software for beef, or the cattle and the sheep, which AgriWebb allows the other brand that we were using They were developing their sheep side, but it wasn't anywhere near what AgriWeb's was at the moment. So we had a trial of AgriWeb. We got on really well with it, and so we decided to start using that. The other thing with AgriWeb is, if there's something you can't do, you just send the guys that make the app or support the app a message through the app on the help center. You say, I want to be able to do this, and they'll sort it out. You can be able to do stuff. Or if you find a problem, you let them know, and they'll sort it out that way as well. So we can take this all back inside, because we are finished with it. And the stick, there's no paperwork to lose anywhere. It's all gone up to the cloud. Right, so now we've seen how everything is doing, I thought I'd just bring you down to the shed here where the animals are, and show you what we're feeding them, because I'm really happy with how they're doing. It probably makes sense for me to show you guys what we're feeding them and how we're achieving those growth rates. Firstly, we want these guys to be eating as much grass and forage really as possible. In the winter, we want them pretty well on a silage diet with as little else as we can get away with. We do mix in a bale of hay with their feed, just to keep everything a bit dry, keeps their dung dry, keeps their bed drier. It just makes everything a bit cleaner and easier to manage. But here's their forage, as you can see, they're tucking into, they love it. Now this is made up of our second cut silage that we're currently using out of the clamp that we use for the cows and also the farm sheep. There are some bales in here. If I can find a bit that hasn't mixed in properly, that'll be the best way to show you. So you can see here there's some baled silage. This actually come off our green farm platform 2021, so the bales they've been sat around for a little while, they want to using up. We've got the 2022 bales to use for the animals we're feeding them now. So we're mixing them in to use them up. So that's permanent pasture grass silage in bale form. So there's 2 of those. 2 bales total about 1,000 kilos. The bale of hay is about 200 kilos. That's 1,200 kilos in the mix. We then put in half a kilo per head of animal of wheat distillers, which is a byproduct of the distillery industry. And then they also get 1 kilo per head of sugar beet pulp, which is made into pellets. So sugar beet, once it's been refined into sugar, the pulp that's left over, they put into pellets, and we feed to these guys through the TMR. You can see a couple of them here as they ping off the wagon. So there's some. So that is sugar beet pulp there, as you can see, and then there is a piece of wheat distillers. They are both byproducts, so they aren't products that go into the human food chain. As Phil explained on the Farm Flicks video, if you're using straights on animals that could go into human consumption, you're putting an inefficiency into the system, because in turn that makes less food available to humans, which makes the food that is available more expensive. So these guys are on silage and byproducts. So we've got the round bale silage, the hay, and 300 kilos combined of sugar beet and wheat distillers for a 2-day mix. So that takes us up to about 1,500 kilos. And then I basically match that with clamp silage. So 1,500 kilos of clamp silage takes us up to 3,000 kilos a day. And that feeds our 3 pens of heifers we got there. And it feeds pretty well the entire side of this shed for 2 days as well. So we got 4 pens of technos. I think there's 3 pens of fat cattle. Or is it 4, 1, 2, 3 pens of fat cattle. There's 3 pens of heifers, and then there's 2 steers and a bull in there that we're feeding up as well. And that is what feeds them. So we're not having to buy any expensive food to get those growth rates. It's all, as I say, byproducts. Although they do have a cost, and there's just a focus on making very good silage. So yeah, what I might do now is go and look on the computer, see if I can figure out if there's a difference between the Angus and the Herefords, and I'll let you guys know the results of that. Hi guys, I've just come out of the office. I just had a look on the desktop version of AgriWeb at those animals that we just weighed to see if there's any difference between the Angus and Herefords, which there was. But what I do need to say first is that we have 38 Hereford cross calves and only 10 of the Angus cross calves. They've all come from the same type of dairy cow, they've all come from the same farm. There's just mainly Hereford. I don't know if they AI Hereford and have an Angus sweeping bull or what the system was. So out of those, the 10 Angus cattle were averaging 0.92 kilos a day as a group, and the Herefords were averaging 0.82. So there's 100 grams a day difference between the breeds. Now I know that Angus have only got a very small pool of animals there to take data from, but I just thought that's quite interesting. Over a 10-day period, the Anguses would be gaining 1 more kilo on top of the rest of the animals. So you multiply that over your winter, there's a substantial difference there in weight gain if that continued the entire winter. There's no difference in treatment between the Anguses and the Herefords. They're all split up into 4 random groups, but yeah, just thought that was quite interesting. Anyway, seeing as the weather has turned absolutely horrendous, we're sort of stuck to indoor jobs now, I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything you want to see on the farm, if you like the cattle videos, machinery videos, anything else you want to see. There's a load of links in the description for various things. There's a link to become a member on the channel, for merchandise, all my other socials across Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. It's all down there in the description, as well as my affiliate links for all the gear I use to make my videos from Amazon. So check those out. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Cheerio.